Warriors, crypto panic sets in. Is it truly over? You're going to watch all the way to the end, and I'll share with you my exact opinion. My name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. Now, why do I say that at the beginning of every single video? Because very few of you have made it this far. The fact is, you can see analytics, facts, figures, numbers, logic. Most people don't make it past the first 30 seconds. We've been trained and bred that way as human beings. Around 1980s, we had about a 30-minute attention span. They know that you have a 5-second attention span. So the quicker we can grab your attention with headlines, with news, predictive programming to make you make decisions. There was something I did in one of my videos where I flipped the patterns and most people didn't catch it. So what I did is my intro, I actually took the back end of my intro and I put it into the middle. Now I wanted to show you that. Now I'm not showing you this to be nefarious. I'm teaching you the game so you can't be played. You're starting to hear there's a new black swan coming, black swan coming, black swan coming. But if you can pull yourself up to a 30,000 foot overview, surround yourself with the right people, you can make the decisions that the billionaires and multimillionaires are doing. They're on the other side of the net waiting to catch all the people coming into the crypto, blockchain, and the biggest shift in generational wealth, which is coming from the baby boomers, okay? If you'd like to join my private Warrior Academy, click the link in the description right here. You can join for 90% off. Basically, you get access to my exact portfolio. It's not that exciting. It doesn't change very often. I'm a fundamental crypto investor. Access to my exact exit strategy. We go live 3 times a week. Okay, we're going to be launching in day trading. We're not financial advisors. We are also doing crypto gem hunting. We also have a cryptocurrency call on Thursday where I go deeper down the rabbit hole, things I can't go over on the YouTube channel here. We also have access to, we're launching a budgeting course. We have a 120-day challenge, subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation. What else we got? You train with us live daily, nutrition. There's nothing like it on the planet. If you don't like it, it's 100% money back guarantee within the first 60 days. We're not playing games with your money. Okay. I also have a big announcement coming up for anybody who's an entrepreneur. I'm going to be helping entrepreneurs. We're already developing a waiting list. I had no idea the demand that we've created on that because we're being honest and authentic. Okay. Let's get right into it. You came here to learn. You came here to grow. Is cryptocurrency over, Warriors? It is coming fast and furious. Okay. It says Feds Bernard. People get upset when I say the names wrong. Maybe I do it on purpose. Just kidding. Feds Bernard says U.S. can't, C-A-N-T-K, can't not have a CBDC in a world in which others have them. Feds Bernard says U.S. can't not have a CBDC in a world which others have them. Closer to home, Bernard said without a digital dollar, the proliferation of stablecoins could fragment the payment system. Okay. Speaking at the Aspen Institute Economics Strategy Group, Bernard said the dollar is very dominant in the international payments. And if you have the other major jurisdictions in the world with a digital currency, a CBDC offering, and the U.S. does not have one, I just can't wrap my head around that, according to Reuters report. Early this month, Fed Jerome Powell told a House committee that a Fed reported on CBDC would come early in September as central bank decides on the merits of issuing a digital dollar. Meanwhile, China is in the testing stage of CBDCs. Closer to home, Bernard said the proliferation of stablecoins could fragment the payment system without a digital dollar, according to report. I could not agree with this statement more right here. Now, here's the thing. With these types of statements and this type of understanding from a government level, okay, Elizabeth Warren said to us, I showed you the document. She said quoted, she said, we may be moving to a $2 trillion market, okay? Crypto hit a $1 trillion market. It's heading to a $2 trillion market. Do you understand? If you were to get into it last year or even now, you're still very, very early. Correct. You're not going to get the price appreciation that we got from last year. A lot of people have become millionaires. Some people become, not a lot, but some people have become millionaires from our academy last year. And, people become thousandaires. People have 10,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000. Some of us are going to become millionaires this year, right? Because we got in early. But you're still very, 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 very early. Yes, there's some price appreciation, but we're about to head into the biggest bull run in history. But take that away. We're not about get rich quick here. Imagine if you invested in Apple within the first couple years or 10 years, where you would be at right now. This is about patience and persistence and focusing on 2025 and forward, warriors. This isn't get rich quick because of this type of stuff, okay? So they can't imagine a world of not having it, right? So then here comes the FUD. They don't want you set up on the other side. So crypto organizations say that 28 billion tax plan in the Senate infrastructure bill poses an imminent threat to the industry. My dyslexia, I love it. I don't think that has anything to do with not being able to read. I don't know. I don't even know. Crypto leaders said new tax provisions in the Senate infrastructure plan were imminent. So a big threat. The Senate bill added new reporting rules for crypto trading firms and brokers. Okay, I told you guys, they're going after exchanges and firms. They're not just coming after you guys. They're going to, and what I mean by that is if they can't get your crypto. People keep saying they're going to take my crypto. They can't take your crypto, but what they can do is regulate the shit out of the exchanges that you're dealing with and go to them and say, we want tax documents. Coach JV transacted 768 transactions last year. I want to see every one of his transactions. So sure as hell, I submitted my tax documents this year, last year. I submitted every single crypto transaction I had. That's just my opinion. You could come at me for saying that, but with the appreciation we've had personally, professionally, our businesses, I'm making sure I got my shit in a row. I'm playing the game on the other side, right? So I'm a smart dude. I don't sit there and try to go against an invisible enemy, warriors. I know the game, so I can't be played. The estimated 28 billion in new taxes could help fund President Joe Biden's infrastructure package. Cryptocurrency organizations have asked Congress to reconsider language in the Senate's infrastructure bill that pose an imminent, come on, JV, to the industry. President Joe Biden's 1.2 trillion infrastructure package, which includes hundreds of billions in funding for roads, railways, broadband access, would be partly financed by increasing revenues from taxes on cryptocurrency. Okay, so you look at the negative side of that, I see positive. Why? Why the hell would they put it into a tax bill if cryptocurrency is a fraud? Tell your mom and dad, your grandma and grandpa, your business partner, or your wise counsel that's carrying a beeper and a fanny pack that says cryptocurrency is a fraud. Go have them look and say, why would they be taxing the shit out of it? Why would they be spending so much of their time on it? Why would there be so many articles? And why would they be having Senate hearings around cryptocurrency if it's a fraud? So tell them to get their beeper and fanny pack off and get out of the old paradigm and understand it's here. You're invested in this. Well, let's go to the fact sheet. No, this is just from Yahoo News. Okay, this is the White House briefing room. Okay, this is straight from their website. Fact sheet, historical bipartisan infrastructure deal. So this is the infrastructure deal. It's kind of like a fact sheet, just a high level. Okay. So what I always do is I hit Command. I'm on an Apple. I hit Command F. Okay, and then I type in crypto. That's how I search. Okay. Offsets. In the years ahead, the deal would generated significant economic benefits. In the years ahead, the deal would generated significant economic benefits. It is financed through a combination of redirecting unspent emergency relief funds, targeted corporate user fees are coming after us corporations, so I'm just gonna make more money. Strengthening tax enforcement when it comes to cryptocurrencies and other bipartisan measures, in addition to the revenue generating from higher economic growth as a result of investments. Warriors, they're investing. The Cantillon effect. They just study the Cantillon effect, okay? Okay, this is not, you can sit here and look this way, or you can look this way at what is actually happening. There's a pandemic going on. There's more stuff coming, warriors. Just get ready. But the richest people were made in these pandemics. Let me repeat that. The richest people were made in the pandemic. There was 2 people in 1929. The people who were still, some of you are living that paradigm of the scarcity paradigm that your parents lived, right? And then there's families that are the richest families in the world. And this is not about money. Go watch my Instagram stories. I still drive a paid off Malibu because I do not have enough assets to pay for my liabilities. I will not drive nice fancy things until my assets can pay for my liabilities. I switched my brain to how billionaires and multimillionaires think. And lo and behold, now I'm going to be mentoring with a multimillionaire who's doing things that we are not doing in normal society. They are not doing what we do. Okay, they pay a different level of taxes, and some of them don't even pay taxes because they're giving. So that's one of the biggest farce things. I know one of the biggest arguments during the presidential debates, Trump doesn't pay his taxes. And I'm not talking about Trump or Biden. You guys know I'm not left or right. But smart business people don't pay taxes. Poor people pay taxes. Think about this, warriors. We pay close to, $2,000 a month or something, or $2,000 a week in payroll taxes. People are like, oh, you're $1 million company. Yeah, we also pay $2,000 a week somewhere around there in payroll taxes. So if we didn't pay taxes because we were able to move our money to buy more assets, then we're still giving to society. We're paying $2,000. So don't get caught up in the poor paradigm. They want to make you think that way so you stay poor. I'm going to teach you the game as long as I can, Warriors. Okay, so I'm fired up. So I digress. So we have the feds here. This lady is saying, hey, U.S. cannot not play in the CBDC game. So we got the big tax bill coming out, right? Or excuse me, $28 billion tax plan. Okay, here's the fact sheets, has cryptocurrency in the fact sheet. So get away from the people giving you wise counsel with the beeper and the fanny pack. It's here. It's here. You can't deny it. They wouldn't have it in these bills, okay? Okay, then panic sets in. Okay, you see the panic, okay? Panic is suddenly spreading among Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, and Dogecoin traders, even as the market soars towards $1.7 trillion. We just dropped under $1 trillion. It's such a volatile market. That's why you have to have an exit plan. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency's price have soared this weekend, and the Bitcoin price making significant gains over 40,000. The Bitcoin price climbed to almost 43,000 per Bitcoin last night, and its highest since mid-May, and almost 10,000 higher than its price from last week. Okay. However, crypto traders are feeling increasingly nervous about the $550 billion bipartisan infrastructure bill that currently is making its way through the U.S. legislature and includes provision on a $28 billion for crypto investors. Just get your shit together, Warriors. Get your shit together. I had somebody say to me one time, multiple times, but I remember a specific conversation where somebody said to me, very close to me, let me get a drink of water. Oh, I don't want to make millions of dollars. You just got to deal with taxes. I'm like, what? I mean, I wasn't even in the realm of where I'm at now, and it just didn't feel. I'm like, you don't want to become a multimillionaire because you don't want to worry about taxes, but you'd rather stay poor and still pay taxes. I realized that there was something wrong with the system back then, and I wasn't even in the realm that I'm in now. I wasn't even in the realm now. I was in corporate America. I was getting the shit taxed out of me, right? And I still didn't do very well on my taxes last year. I was still learning the game, right? But now that I know the game, it's going to be a much different outlook as I move forward, right? Because I'm moving into different level of mentorships or mentee. I'm being a mentee, okay? So just change your paradigm, Warriors, please. I'm going to work to get you out of that just over broke paradigm. Okay, Ukraine's president signs law allowing central banks to issue CBDC. Bank of France carries out fifth CBDC experiment with BNB Paribas. I can't even pronounce that. And we all saw this. We've seen this. Ripple, the future of CBDCs, Warriors, central bank digital currencies. It is everywhere. You can't get away from it. You can't deny it. You can't run from it. You can run as fast as you can. You can resist it. You can fight it. But someday you're going to have to join it. I hear people all the time, and I tell you guys that story. I tell you the story all the time of the person that's like, it's the mark of the beast. You're going to go blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, the person's talking to me and they have a freaking iPhone watch on. And I know they have an Alexa at home. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You're literally talking into a freaking device with Bluetooth attached to your wrist all day. You're talking to an Alexa at home because you're too fucking lazy to turn on the TV or the music. But you're telling me that I'm following the mark of the beast because I'm investing in technology that's going to be our new infrastructure of our financial system. You can choose to choose left, right, up, down, nefarious. I choose to do great things with my money. Yes, we built $1 million company, and people are like, oh, well, it's like we have multiple faceted things. We've been working very hard to build this, but it doesn't mean I'm a millionaire for my company. I pay myself very little for my company. I have a salary that's under 6 figures, but I'm very smart with my assets. I stopped living to impress you. I stopped living to impress people that I don't even like. I followed Gary Vee. My parents, the car that I drive is from my parents. They allowed me to take their little paid off Malibu, and I worked a deal with them, and I drive a paid off Malibu. I will not buy luxuries until my assets can pay for them. And I don't even know if I'll buy them at that point. I'll probably rent them and return this shit and let someone else make the payment. I don't need luxuries. What I want is generational wealth. And it takes discipline. It takes persistence. And most of all, take away all the courses we have in our community. It takes surrounding yourself with like-minded people. That is the number one thing. Go read the book, Think and Grow Rich, and follow the principles. You don't need any program. The number one thing is surrounding yourself, mastermind. That's what our group is all about. Number two is the one that people look over. There's 13 principles. It's transmuting sexual energy. Everybody skips right over that. I become a master at transmuting sexual energy. That's why I'm so motivated. That's why I'm so early. That's why I'm so disciplined. That's why I can work nonstop and stay focused, because I don't focus on the things that most men are focused on. I don't watch sports. The only thing I watch is some UFC fights, but I don't sit there and watch. It's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not focused on my favorite football team. I'm focused on my favorite ability to help people move forward. That's what I'm focused on. I'm the game. I'm the video game. I'm the in the Coliseum. I'm the movie. And you are too, Warriors. So I digress. I have no idea what I was talking about. I'm fired up. I'm super fired up, Warriors. As long as I can, I'm going to keep sharing this information. You know, a lot of you aren't getting the notifications on my YouTube channel. I'm not shocked with that. It's think about it, Warriors. When you spread truth, think about, you know, people come at me about my belief system on God. I love God and I follow the life of Jesus. So I'm non-religious. I don't know what that means. A lot of Christians have been coming at me lately, a lot. And so here's what I mean. Jesus didn't hang out in the churches, Warriors. He didn't. He went in the churches, he said, sit in the back of the church, and he would go out and hang with the tax collectors and people who needed help and people who were home. Like, I need help. I want to roll with. He didn't hang out with the righteous people in the church carrying around their Bibles, sitting there praying every single day. Hung out with the people trying to put in work and trying to get their shit together. That's who Jesus hung out with. He was non-religious. Think about that for just a moment. Jesus didn't judge. He just helped. That's all he did. And he said, God, please forgive them, for they know not what they do. After he got killed, he dies, he comes back, and then, you know, only certain people could see him. It's all your interpretation of it. All this stuff, the C word, the V word, it's all your interpretation of it. The Bible, not the Bible, devil worship or non-devil worship, it's all your perception of it. It's someone's perception of it. We're living someone else's perception of, and that's okay. I just choose to believe in a God, that there's a higher power that helped me with this. And then I think Jesus is a great story and I follow as close as I can. It's that simple. It's nothing complex. You know, it's just, you know, I have different guests on my show to show different sides of the story, just so I can form my own opinion and I can be a good human being. That's it. So yeah, that's all I got, Warriors. I love you guys. I appreciate you. We got some kick-ass shows this week. We got some great interviews coming up. Make sure you check out my podcast, the Coach JV Podcast. Make sure you check out my Instagram, Coach JV _. I also have a Twitter now. I got involved in Twitter. We're blowing up on Twitter. We're coming up on already 500 followers on Twitter. I'm very grateful. I appreciate you guys. As we always say, Warriors, rise. Everything in the description down below. Get your shit together. Let's go.